So this question mentions the word bearing, and it's saying find the bearing. So it's not asking us to draw anything as such by using a protractor. It's not an accurate drawing question. It's asking us to kind of think through what bearings mean and use some logic. So if we remind ourselves what bearings mean. So bearings means you stood somewhere and you're turning in a clockwise direction, and whatever angle you turn is the bearing. So if this was 46 degrees, then the bearing would be 046 degrees. So we've got to remember 3 digits for a bearing. So let's have a look at the question and see what it's talking about. So Manchester Airport is on a bearing of 330 from a London airport. So basically there's a London airport over there, north, and we've turned on a bearing of 330, so that's going to be 330 degrees altogether, and we're looking at Manchester Airport. So the question wants find the bearing of London from Manchester. So again we've got to think about this, north, and literally we want this angle here. So again, 2 north lines are parallel, so we've got 330 up to there, so that means we must be left with 30 degrees there, and 2 parallel lines, co-interior angles add up to 180, so we know this is going to be 150 degrees, and it's already 3 digits above 100 degrees, so it's going to, sorry, above 99, so it's going to be 150 degrees. And that's a way of thinking about that kind of question without drawing anything accurately, just using theories of parallel lines. So 2 north lines must be parallel. And because they're parallel, then we work out, and co-interior angles between parallel lines add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so what's happening next? Well, the plane leaves Manchester, so it's 200 miles between them. It leaves at 10 AM and it flies at an average speed. What time does the plane arrive? Okay, so we have to think about, so London Airport is 200 miles. The plane leaves Manchester Airport to fly to London Airport, and the plane flies at an average speed of 120 miles per hour. So speed equals distance divided by time. This question is talking about time, so we need to obviously change the formula so that we can calculate the time taken. So time is going to equal, well, time's going across, so it'll be distance divided by speed. So distance divided by speed. So in this question our distance is 200, our speed was 120, so divide both of those by 10, cancel this down, so it becomes 10 over 6, which becomes 5 over 3, which becomes 1 2/3 of an hour. We should recognise that 1/3 of an hour is equal to 20 minutes, so 1 2/3 of an hour is 1 hour 40 minutes. Now the plane set off at 10 AM, so 10 AM plus that is going to equal 11:40. So the answer here is going to be 11:40. Okay, so we went through this question by thinking about the formula for speed. The question talked about time, so we worked out a time. We did that by dividing the distance by the speed. We turned that into fractions because it makes it a little bit easier to work it through on a non-calculated paper. And then we recognise patterns. That 1/3 of an hour is 20 minutes, 60 minutes an hour, so 1/3 will be divided by 3, so 60 divided by 3 is 20. 2/3 of an hour, then it'll be 40 minutes. 1 hour 40 minutes on from 10 o'clock gives us 11:40. So you could have said 11:40, 20 to 12, or anything like that, as long as you give a time.